Rule 1. Do not carelessly denigrate social institutions or creative achievement. Rule 2. Imagine who you could be and then aim single-mindedly at that. Rule 3. Do not hide unwanted things in the fog. Rule 4. Notice that opportunity lurks where responsibility has been abdicated. Rule 5. Do not do what you hate. Rule 6. Abandon ideology. Rule 7. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens. Rule 8. Perhaps my favorite. Try to make one room in your home as beautiful as possible. Rule 9. If old memories still upset you, write them down carefully and completely. Rule 10. Plan and work diligently to maintain the romance in your relationship. Rule 11. Do not allow yourself to become resentful, deceitful, or arrogant. And Rule 12. Be grateful in spite of your suffering.
Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about the 13th rule of Beyond Order as outlined in Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules for Life. The rule is simple yet profound. It is, be like water. Water is a powerful force, carving its way through the mountains, shaping the lands, and providing life to all living things. In the same way, we too can be powerful. But it starts with understanding the essence of water and how it applies to our own lives. Water is humble. It does not seek to be above all things. It is content to be in the lowest place and finds its way to the highest. It is patient and wears away the hard and the stubborn. It is persistent and never gives up. Throughout this video, I will explore with you the lessons we can learn from water and how to apply them to our own lives. We will delve into biblical examples that demonstrate the power of humility, patience, and persistence. We also will share practical ways to imbibe these morals and what benefits you stand to gain by doing so. But this is not just about personal development and self-help. We will also be talking about the ultimate guide and mentor, Jesus Christ. We will be showing you how to surrender yourself to Jesus, and by doing so, you open up yourself to a world of love, grace, and blessing. I assure you that this is going to be powerful and transformative video. So grab a notebook and a pen and get ready to take notes as we dive into the topic of being like water. As we begin our journey, let's take a look at the passage from the Bible, Matthew chapter 5 verse 5. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." This passage reminds us of the first lesson of water, humility. Water is humble and does not seek to be above all things. In the same way, we should strive to be meek and humble in our interactions with others, not seeking to be above them, but serving and helping them. As we continue our journey, let's take a look at the passage from James chapter 1 verse 4. It says, "But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." This passage reminds us of the second lesson of water, patience and persistence. Water is patient and persistent in its journey, and in the same way, we should be patient and persistent in our pursuit, allowing patience to perform its wonders and ultimately making us complete and whole. Let's look at the passage. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." This passage reminds us of the final lesson of water, persistence. Water never gives up. And in the same way, we should wait on the Lord and have faith that He will renew our strength and guide us on our journey. We should never give up. David, a young shepherd boy, was chosen by God to defeat Goliath. Goliath was a powerful and intimidating warrior. David had no armor, he had no sword, and he had no experience, but he had faith, and he had a weapon that Goliath did not have. He had a sling and a stone. David, with patience and persistence, wore away at Goliath, eventually defeating Goliath, and David became a hero. This story is a perfect illustration of the lesson of water: humility, patience, and persistence. David, like water, was humble. He didn't seek to be above others. He was content to be a shepherd boy, and yet he found the way to the top. David, like water, was patient. He didn't use brute force to defeat Goliath. He wore Goliath down with his sling and stone. David, like water, was persistent. He never gave up. No matter how difficult the journey may be, do not give up. As we continue our journey, let's take a look at another story from the Bible, the story of Job. Job, a wealthy and God-fearing man, suffered a series of devastating losses. His children, his wealth, and his health were gone. Job, in the face of these trials, was patient and persistent. He never gave up his faith in God, and in the end, God blessed him with double of everything that he had lost. This story is another illustration of the lesson of water: patience and persistence. Job, like water, was patient. He didn't give up on his faith in God. Even in the face of devastating loss, Job, like water, was persistent. He never gave up, and in the end, he was blessed with double of everything that he had lost. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The water stretches out as far as the eyes can see. The water is calm and serene, and yet it is so powerful. It's a force that can shape and sculpt the earth, carving canyons and shaping coastlines. But despite its power, water is also incredibly humble. It does not seek to be above all things. It is content to be in the lowest place and finds its way to the highest. This is the first lesson of water: humility. It reminds us that true strength is not about dominating others, but about serving and helping others. Like water, we should strive to be humble in our interactions with others and not to seek being above them. Instead, we should focus on serving and helping others. Just as water serves and nourishes all living things, let's serve and help others. As we continue our journey, we come across a river. It's a small stream, seemingly insignificant, but as we watch it closely, we notice something incredible. The water is carving its way through the rocks. It's been there for centuries, patiently and persistently going. It's a reminder that the small and seemingly insignificant things can achieve great things through patience and persistence. This is the second lesson of water: patience and persistence. Water is incredibly powerful, and it does not use force when it goes through obstacles. Instead, it takes a slow and steady approach, wearing away at even the toughest rock over time. The same is true in our own lives. We may face challenges, obstacles, but if we are patient and persistent, we will find a way to overcome them. As we continue our journey, we now come across a waterfall. It's a majestic sight. The water falls from a great height, and yet it is not falling it's flowing. It's a reminder that even in the face of great obstacles, water never gives up. It continues on its journey, finding a way through, finding a way under, or finding a way around. This is the final lesson of water: persistence. Water never gives up, no matter how difficult the journey may be, and that's something we should all strive to do in our lives. No matter how difficult the journey may be, we should never give up. Now, you may think that these stories are great stories, but how do I apply them to my own life? The answer is simple. Practice humility by serving others, practice patience, persistence by not giving up on your goals and dreams, and above all, never give up on your faith in God. Never give up on your faith in Jesus. When you put these principles into practice, you'll find that doors will open, opportunities will rise, and you will reach the top of that mountain. The benefits of living by these principles are numerous. You'll find that you become a better person, you'll gain respect and admiration from others, and you'll be blessed beyond measure. But the ultimate benefit is that you'll find true fulfillment and purpose in your life. Being like water has many benefits. The first benefit is humility. Now, when you are humble, you are able to see things from a different perspective, and you are able to understand that you are not the center of the universe. This allows you to be open to learning new things and growing as a person. Being humble also helps you to be more compassionate and understanding towards others. The second benefit is patience. Now, when you are patient, you are able to handle difficult situations without getting frustrated or upset. This allows you to think clearly and make better decisions. It also helps you to become more resilient and not give up. When things get tough, you don't give up. The third benefit is persistence. Now, when you are persistent, you keep going even when things become difficult. This allows you to achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. It also helps you to be more determined and not give up easily. In practical terms, being like water means saying sorry when you are wrong, listening to others, and understanding their point of view, taking your time to make important decisions, not giving up when things get hard, instead finding a way to solve the problem. Now, for a young person, a child, it means that you are apologizing when you make a mistake. You are listening to your teacher and parents and friends, good friends. You are not getting frustrated easily. You are not giving up when you find the game or the puzzle hard. Instead, you keep trying until you figure it out. All of these benefits lead to a happier and more fulfilling life, and you become the best version of yourself. The danger of the opposite behavior to being like water includes arrogance as against humility. So now, when you are arrogant, you believe that you are better than others and that your opinion and ideas are the only ones that matter. Now, this can lead to conflict and hurt relationships. Impatience. When you are impatient, you have a short fuse and you get easily frustrated or angry. This can lead to poor decision making and can also harm your health through stress. You give up easily. Now, when you give up easily, you miss out on opportunities and you don't reach your full potential. In practical terms, this means being quick to argue or correct others instead of listening and understanding them. It means that you're getting mad when things don't go your way. It means you're quitting when things get hard. It means not apologizing when you are wrong. It means not putting in the effort to achieve your goals. For a young child, an 8-year-old individual, it means not listening to your teachers, to your parents and friends. It means crying or throwing tantrums when things don't go your way. It means not trying to be your best in school or games, not apologizing when you make mistakes. It's important to note that these negative behaviors can hold you back from reaching your full potential. It can hold you back from living a fulfilling life. But by embracing humility, patience, and persistence, you can grow and achieve your goals and find a sense of inner peace. One practical biblical example of someone who suffered the danger of negative behaviors such as arrogance, impatience, and giving up easily is the King Saul. In the book of 1 Samuel, King Saul was chosen by God to lead the Israelites, but he let his ego get in the way. He became arrogant and disobedient to God's command, leading to his downfall. King Saul was impatient and could not wait for Samuel to arrive to offer the sacrifice. He offered the sacrifice himself, and Samuel, who was the prophet of God, came and told him that his kingdom will not continue with him, but it will be given to another person. Saul also gave up easily when things got tough. When the Israelites were facing the Philistines in battle, Saul grew fearful, and instead of seeking God's guidance, he made a rash decision to consult a medium. This led to his downfall and the loss of his kingdom. For young people, young and old, this story teaches us the importance of humility, the importance of patience and persistence in leadership and in everyday life. It reminds us that if we let our ego and negative behavior control us, we will fall short of reaching our full potential and disobeying God's plan for our lives. It encourages us to always seek God's guidance, to be patient and persistent in the face of challenges, and to always put God first in our lives. As we conclude on our journey, I want to remind you that the ultimate key to success is to take responsibility for our lives and actions and to surrender ourselves to Jesus. For he is the only one who holds the keys to the kingdom of God, and he will guide us on our journey, leading us to the top. I invite you to take the next step and give your life to Jesus. By doing so, you open yourself to a world of love, grace, blessings. Imagine having a guide, a mentor, and a friend who will always be there for you. No matter the circumstance, he is there for you. I want to assure you that it is one of the best decisions you will ever make. With Jesus by your side, you will be able to overcome any obstacle and reach the summit of any mountain. So, I urge you to take the first step. Say a prayer and invite Jesus into your heart. I promise you, you will never regret it. You will not regret it. And to help you along the way, I have provided some practical ways to imbibe the morals learned in this video. Number 1, start each day with a prayer, inviting Jesus to guide you through the day. 2, practice humility by serving others, whether it's a simple act of kindness or volunteering your time. 3, practice patience and persistence by setting goals and not giving up on your goals. Even when things get tough, don't give up. 4, read the Bible and other spiritual texts to deepen your understanding and relationship with Jesus Christ. 5, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who will support and encourage you to go ahead on your journey. In conclusion, I want to remind you that the ultimate key to success is to take responsibility for your lives and take responsibility for your actions. It is to surrender yourself to Jesus Christ by following the 13th rule of Beyond Order, to be like water, and by giving your life to Jesus, you open up yourself to a world of love, grace, and blessings. So take that first step today and invite Jesus into your heart and watch as your life transforms for the better. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this, please remember to subscribe right down there. Click the subscribe button, share this video to someone, and like this video so it can get to a wider audience. You don't want to miss the next awesome video, so go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.